5 shocking secrets about Greece you never knew. Hey guys, today we're going to list 5 shocking secrets about Greece you never knew. Let's get right into it. Number 1. The ELVIS scene happened on a strange day. Almost every scene in Greece stands out for one reason or another, but some stand out more than others. Even if you haven't seen the movie or the musical in years, we're sure you remember the song Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee. If your memory is particularly sharp, you might recall a break in the song during which Rizzo, as played by Stockard Channing, taunts Elvis by shouting, "Elvis, let me be." The scene was filmed on August 16th, 1977. Those of you who are familiar with entertainment history may recognize that date right away. It was the same day that Elvis Presley passed away. The strange coincidence naturally frightened the cast and crew. Number 2. Greece is filled with innuendo. Greece dialogue and song lyrics are filled with sexually suggestive language, innuendo, and double entendre. Rizzo is flirting with Kinnicky through thinly veiled dirty talk when she isn't asking Danny if he's leaving to flog your log, or making jokes about Marty's virgin pin being useless. The lyrics and dance moves to the musical number Grease Lightning make you wonder why you were allowed to watch this movie when you were 10 years old. Unsurprisingly, most of this suggestive language passes over the heads of younger viewers, resulting in big laughs years later when you finally watch Grease as a teenager or young adult. Experienced listeners understand that Grease is about teenagers who don't know what to do with their raging hormones and their need to appear cool while also finding someone to love them. Surprisingly, the most innocent and goofy characters, Jan and Putzie, as well as Frenchie and Duty, have the easiest time establishing happy relationships because they are more interested in being genuine and having fun than playing it cool and hiding their feelings like Danny, Rizzo, and Kinnicky. If only we had paid attention to the security-attached nice sidekicks instead of the main character's relationship drama. Number 3. The movie includes several anachronistic elements. The intro song Grease is clearly a disco tune written by Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees when the film is set 20 years earlier during the Eisenhower administration, and Rydell High is named after a musician, Bobby Rydell, who didn't become famous until the 1960s. Sandy and Danny's dance moves during the competition would have been at home on the dance floor at Studio 54 thanks to Danny's suit, matching pink shirt and socks, and butterfly collar. Mrs. Murdoch as a female shop teacher in the 1950s is also unrealistic and anachronistic. Even a female high school principal like Principal McGee was unusual during the Eisenhower administration. Grease is a satirical and nostalgic look back at teen culture in the 1950s through a 1970s lens. While depicting the limiting and hypocritical sexual politics and sexism of the 1950s, this musical makes fun of earlier era norms and mores by demonstrating how ridiculous these double standards in dating were for young men and women. Rizzo is the progressive voice advocating for a sexual revolution, while Sandy is the upper-class good girl who adheres to an ethics code that is quickly becoming obsolete. Number 4. Putzie is the only central character who looks remotely high school age. According to Insider, Dinah Manoff was one of the cast's younger members, playing Marty at the age of 21, while John Travolta was only 23 at the time of filming. Olivia Newton-John, who was 29 at the time of filming, almost didn't take the role because she felt she was too old to play Sandy. Stockard Channing, who played Rizzo, was the cast's oldest member. Channing was 33 at the time of filming Grease, but her love interest Kinnicky, played by Jeff Conaway, was only 26 at the time. Sonny, Duty, and Jan didn't appear to be in high school, but Putzie, played by Kelly Ward, was only 20 years old when the film was shot. Ward is by far the most convincing high school student in Grease, not only because of his baby face, but also because of his innocent questions and comments throughout the movie. Number 5. There are continuity errors throughout the film. In Grease, there are numerous continuity errors and mistakes that should have been caught during editing. Craterface, aka Leo for example, removes his sunglasses twice as he enters the dance, flanked by Marty and Rizzo. In another scene at the Frosty Palace, V turns off the light, but her elbow was only inches away from the switch. The most glaring continuity flaws occur at Frenchie's slumber party. Jan hands Sandy the wine bottle in one scene, and Sandy takes a sip, but when the camera returns to Jan during their conversation, Jan is also holding the wine bottle. They don't even have 2 bottles of wine. This and other errors like it made it past editing. In these scenes, there is also an issue with the headboard of Frenchie's bed. The headboard is cluttered in some shots but clean in others, with a large black fan on the left. The hurdle Danny tripped over in the scene where he falls while jumping hurdles to impress Sandy has vanished when she runs to Danny. Other times, people switch places during dance sequences, implying that they experimented with the choreography and didn't notice continuity errors while editing the film. All these errors are minor, but as Dipley pointed out, there are quite a few of them. That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.